Come on, you just have to agree with me that this is giving. It's giving everything that it's supposed to give. Is it recording yet? Oh, it's recording. Hello everyone, my name is Alege Precious and welcome to my channel Alpha Design. Like I always say, I am not going to insult you by allowing you come to my channel and go away without getting any value. I know I've been away for some time. I've been doing some rebranding to my channel. Those who have been following me before, they know that I was previously Love and Dollar Signatures, but now I am Alpha Design. So there's going to be a little twitch in our niche, which is totally fine because you are still going to love the new us. I'm going to be teaching you how to sew a perfect, sweet turtleneck without gaping, just like this one. As you can see, come on, you just have to agree with me that this is giving. It's giving everything that it's supposed to give. You see, when I turn this way, there is no gaping whatsoever. It's just relaxed. Okay, and it's a simple method, simple tricks. I already have the tutorial for this shirt recorded. If it's something you're interested in knowing how I made, I think it is imperative that you subscribe to this channel and turn on the notification bell so that when I drop the video, you're not going to miss it. Let's just dive into the main reason why we are here, how to make this a beautiful color. Bye-bye. So before you fix the turtleneck band, you should have joined the shoulders together already. For me, I use the French seam method because I find this method to leave a clean and a neat finishing for me. We are going to clap the two back pieces together and then the two front pieces together individually. Just make sure that where you join the shoulders are on the same line. We are going to be needing the neck round circumference measurement of both the front neckline and the back neckline. So you are going to take your tape now and you're going to start the measurement. We are going to measure the center front neckline first. Now, what I said before that it should align perfectly at the shoulder line, that is what I'm doing. And then you place your tape there, and then please don't mind my tape. You place your tape right there, and then you measure to the center front. Now you can reconfirm the measurement that you have by the first time it was on a fold. Now this second time we opened the front up, and now we are just trying to measure the full round circumference at a go. And if you are satisfied with what you have, just go ahead and pen it down. I was satisfied with what I have. After trying the two methods out, I got the same thing. Go ahead and also measure the back neckline. Make sure it's starting from the shoulder line, and then you measure to the very end. When measuring the back neckline, you are going to start from the shoulder line to the start of your zipper allowance. Once you get that, you are going to write that down. After you write it down, you are going to add the zipper allowance, the distance you gave for your zipper allowance, which mine was 1.2. And altogether, I have approximately 4 inches. You'd see how I would apply that when drafting on paper. Just get a rectangular long enough paper. Okay, we don't really need much, and then the line I'm drawing there is the starting line. I'm using a pencil for this, so I would easily erase my mistakes. And you're going to get a division. This division does not have to be equal. We just want to determine our front and our back neckline. So on one side, I'm going to write my back, and then on the other side, I'm going to write my front. So on one part is where I'm going to put my front neckline measurement, and vice versa, the back neckline. So my front neckline, I had 8.5, but divided by 2 will give me 4.2. So I'm going to place my tape on the middle point, that's on the midpoint. I'm going to mark that 4.2. And then I'll mark it take it to the upside so that when I take my ruler to rule, I'll get an accurate straight line. I'll do the same thing for the other side. What I had is 2.75 for my back neckline, and I'm going to mark it there. I'll take it up as well, and I'll mark it there to get my straight line. We will add the zipper allowance later. Go up on the center front line, that is towards the edge by 1/2 inch, and with your curve you are going to slant it into the line you have in the middle. Just make sure that it's blended perfectly into the bottom line, the way you see me do. Now you notice when I remove my curve rule how blended that slant is on the line. So you go over to the back neckline, you go up by 1/4 of an inch, that's half of an inch. You're going to blend it the same way you blended the front part, and when you're done, you are going to have something looking like a sweet curve, a sweet U, but it's not actually proportionate U on both sides. After that, on the center front, you are going to create a slant. You are going to make this front line slant a bit, but the thing is, there is no precise measurements for this. You just have to make use of your intuition. Just a little slant. It doesn't have to be too much, and this is what I have. I want my band to be 1.1 inch long. This is based on personal preference. It's totally subjective. It depends on what you want. You can go by 1.5 too. It's all what you want. So after marking the points at where I need them to be, I just went ahead with my curve and I created a sweet curve on it. So on my center back, I'm going to be measuring my zipper allowance, which originally was 1.2, but I need to add a little bit of allowance. I'm making use of 1.75. I'm going to draw a straight line. Now that new space is the space for my zipper allowance. The zipper allowance side of the neckband is not going to be so curvy. That is why I'm drafting it separately. So with your ruler, you are just going to create a slant curve upwards, but make sure it's not straight. Let it be a little bit slant. Okay, so after drawing that little slant line, as you can see, the bottom are not equal to show that it's a slant line. You're going to place your tape and you're going to measure the length of your band, which mine was 1.1, and you're going to connect it to the beginning of your zipper allowance. So now this is going to be our zipper allowance as labeled. I will indicate the top and bottom part of my collar to avoid confusion. Then I'll know the part going up and the part that's facing downwards. I'm cutting now, so kindly watch closely how I cut the pattern paper. And don't forget to label the center front. I have my fabric ready for my neckband. You are going to first of all fold it into two. Then let me explain something here. Note that this, our pattern for the band, is not straight. When you place it straight on your material, you notice that the center front that is supposed to be on a fold is bent. It's not aligning at the side of the fabric like that. So you are going to tilt it in a way that it aligns exactly with the edge of the fabric that is on the fold. Fold your fabric again. Now we are folding it into 4 right now. So you are going to place it exactly the way I explained earlier. Now when you do it like this, when you are done cutting, you notice that there is going to be a curve. So make sure it's aligning at the edge. Regardless of how curvy it's going to be on your material, just make sure that it's aligning at the edge. That's a very important part to make sure that we are going to get the curve that we need. Place your pattern paper firmly on your material. You can use pins or sellotapes for this. You are going to give 1/2 inch to the top and 1/2 inch to the bottom of your pattern paper. And you are going to, I'm just connecting with my ruler to get the curve. Take your scissors and cut through the line that you have. Please remember to give 1/2 inch for stitching allowance. Personally, this is totally optional. The part that my zipper allowance started from, I like to give a little notch, just a little. This is totally not necessary, but it's my personal preference. When I was done with all that, I pulled off my pattern paper, I opened my fabric, and this is what I have. Can you see that curve? That curve is what is going to give you the perfect turtleneck. Because if it's straight, you are going to see gaping at the center front, and that is not a pretty sight, guys. So put them right sides facing each other like this, and you are going to first of all sew at the top. The top part is the part that is curved upwards. So you're going to sew with 1/2 inch. After, go ahead and give it a good press with your iron. Turn it to the right side. Take it to the sewing machine and stitch the bottom part closed. After stitching, you can decide to iron again. So this is me trimming off the bottom part, the excess in the bottom part, and the excess at the sides. Place both ends of the band together, make a notch at the midpoint of the center front. Do the same thing with the shirt, the center back together, and you make a notch at the midpoint of the center front. So what you're going to do now is you're going to be placing those midpoints together, the midpoint of the band together with the midpoint of the shirt. So you are going to choose this side that you want to be at the front because it's the same thing. So just pin it down at the center, and you're going to take it all the way to the end. So as you can see, if you do this correctly, it's going to get to the end perfectly for you without any mistakes at all. So take it over to your sewing machine and sew. You notice how the turtleneck fits perfectly even without joining the sides and attaching my zip. I can vouch for this method and give it 100% guarantee that it works. If you found value here, kindly give this video a thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel.